Today we're talking about why your coding degree might matter less than you think. AI can already write the syntax, Claude Code, Codex, all of it. So what's actually scarce right now? It's people who deeply understand a real business problem and can point the AI at it. We're calling it forward deployed engineering, and it's turning domain experts, accountants, real estate investors, ops managers, into builders overnight. Anthropic's own data backs this up, and we'll get into the exact numbers. Let's break it down.
Picture this, right? You're trying to negotiate a complex international business deal. Usually, you need this highly trained translator sitting right next to you, just, converting every single sentence.
Right, like someone who deeply understands the syntax, the grammar, all the local idioms.
Exactly. But imagine suddenly everyone in the room gets a universal earpiece. The translation it happens instantly.
Wow. Okay. So the most important person in the room isn't the translator anymore.
No, it's the person who actually knows the business deal. And today, we're exploring why that exact dynamic is happening to software development right now. I mean, your domain expertise is becoming the ultimate leverage point.
Yeah, because AI is now, it's perfectly fluent in coding syntax. So we are moving way past that early no-code hype into this highly actionable trend called forward deployed engineering.
Forward deployed engineering. I've seen that term floating around. Originally, that's military jargon, right?
Yeah, like putting soldiers on the front lines.
Right. And then enterprise tech companies adopted it to mean putting engineers physically in the same room as the client.
The term definitely started there, but it's becoming a hybrid role everywhere now. A forward deployed engineer, or FDE, it kind of combines product management, customer implementation, and actual software engineering.
So they're just doing a bit of everything.
Exactly. Employers just want people who can completely own the outcome from start to finish.
Wait, I have to push back here, though. Isn't this just a 2026 corporate rebrand of a traditional consultant?
How so?
Well, a consultant sits with the client, figures out their exact domain problem, and delivers a solution. It sounds like the exact same thing.
But a consultant analyzes the problem and hands you a slide deck with recommendations. And then you have to go hire a dev team to actually build it.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, a forward deployed engineer understands the customer's problem and actually engineers the software solution right on the spot using AI. They are shipping working code.
Okay, but if the barrier to entry is just domain knowledge, then, whether you're a one-person shop or a small team, doesn't even need to hire an FDE.
No, they really don't.
They can just become one themselves.
That is the real shift here. The moat isn't the code anymore. It's knowing exactly what needs to be built.
Right.
Look at that real estate investor from the tech panel we reviewed. They recently built their own custom property management software just to bypass a massive 16% management fee.
Wow, 16%. And they had a software background?
Zero software background.
Yeah.
But they intimately knew the pain points of their business.
And honestly, software as a service, SaaS, it can be so generic anyway.
Exactly.
But I remember trying to build an app with early no-code tools a few years ago. I still hit a wall because I just didn't understand the underlying logic. It wasn't as easy as dragging and dropping buttons.
No, it wasn't. But the workflow today follows a 5-9-5 rule.
5-9-5 rule?
Yeah, humans handle the first 5%, which is defining the intent and the architecture. The AI tackles the 90% messy middle of actually writing the code.
Okay, and the last 5%?
Then humans handle the final 5%, which is reviewing the output.
Well, that final 5% is where the magic happens, isn't it? Because the AI doesn't know if the software actually solves the real-world problem.
Right. It just knows the code compiles.
Yeah, you need the domain expert to look at the app and say, no, this workflow doesn't make sense for a property manager.
And that's exactly why purely analytical or advisory workers who just refuse to learn basic AI implementation are going to struggle.
Because you're competing against people who advise and execute.
Precisely.
Let's talk about the how for a second, because we're looking at tools like Claude Code or OpenAI Codex.
Yeah.
But how does a non-coder actually get these tools to build something useful?
It's all about local environment access now.
Meaning what exactly?
So instead of copying and pasting code snippets back and forth from a web browser, you give the AI tool permission to view your actual file folders on your computer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it reads your file structure and types out the code directly in your editor, just like a remote human engineer would.
So you could spin up custom interactive dashboards from a folder of receipts.
Yes, or automate a daily email triage system. The AI just does it right there on your machine.
So it's less like having a magic wand and more like having, an incredibly fast, highly skilled typist who happens to be blindfolded.
You have to create an analogy.
Like, they can type flawlessly, but they need you, the domain expert, to be their eyes and tell them exactly what the blueprint looks like.
That is a perfect way to look at it, yeah. Because the AI still makes mistakes. It still hallucinates or chooses an inefficient path sometimes.
Right, of course.
So mastering your specific industry and learning just enough AI to guide that blindfolded typist, that is vastly more valuable today than knowing the pure syntax yourself.
Which leaves you with one final scenario to ponder. If every solo creator and small business can now easily generate bespoke software tailored precisely to their exact quirks and workflows, well, will the massive one-size-fits-all SaaS giants eventually become obsolete?
It's definitely something to chew on.
It really is. But for now, just remember, the universal earpiece is already here. It's time to stop worrying about the translation and start focusing on the destination.
So here's the real takeaway. The AI is the blindfolded typist, but you're the one who knows the blueprint. Master your domain, learn just enough AI to direct it, and you're already ahead of most engineers chasing pure syntax. If that was useful, smash like, comment which tool you're trying first, and hit subscribe so tomorrow's episode lands in your feed. Catch you next time.